Yes, welcome to this how to grind video, and today we're discussing freestyling, right? Freestyling definitely ranks up there with one of the hardest skills I ever had to learn. It's in the top 3, something that I struggled with, so I just wanted to make this video to tell you what I did to improve at freestyling, what I found work and what didn't work. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get straight to the good stuff.
Everybody knows that spray with the rhythm, straight with the bars, you spray off beat. Everybody knows you spray soft G. You don't wanna test, you can't best. Better than the rest and I'm better than them. And I sever your manly bread on your sweater. Man gonna run through and sever any MC that's petty. Jump on a mic and I get heavy. Call me metal. Everybody knows that I'll never settle till I reach that level that I wanna reach. It's not my ends you wanna breach, cause I'll leave you besieged on the side of the curb in the streets. Everybody knows that I'm mic, I murder the beat, I murder the words and the beat. Everybody knows that I'm murking the beat. Jump on the mic, you are murking the beat, you are murking me G. Try to, but you ain't murking me, because if we clash, it's straight facts that you get mashed, just like potatoes. Jump on the mic and a straight up slate. Oh, MC.
I would actually say the thing that I struggled with the most when it comes to freestyling was the actual idea of freestyling. So no script, no structure, not following any pre-written bars, just going off the dome and improvising, freeballing, being on the spot and being able to ride the beat, ride the music with natural spontaneity and a creativity that I just felt like I didn't possess, because I was so used to the rigid way of writing a 16 bar, practicing that 16 bar and then performing some bars. And without freestyle, do the kind of freestyling where you actually recite pre-written bars, but not obviously not in any structured way. You just get any pre-written bars you have in your head and put them together. You know, you might mix and match and we might change the flow and them on a different beat, stuff like that. Never actually coming up with bars on the spot and trying to freestyle on the spot. That was the first thing that I actually struggled with. So that would be tip number 1 when it comes to freestyling. Let go of needing a script, of needing pre-written bars, needing preparation. You have to be able to jump on that beat at the moment and be able to actually just let loose, spit those bars, ride that flow, come up with a new flow, come up with new bars. And to do that, obviously you have to let go of any fear that you're gonna flop. So start by practicing this, right? If you have a fear of flopping in front of other people when you freestyle, start by just simply practicing. Start by doing it on your own, doing what I just said, improvising, training that creativity of coming up with bars on the spot, coming up with a flow on the spot and dancing with the music and improvising and being creative, you know, without any script, without following anything in your head. Start by improvising on your own, in your room, in your own spare time, practicing. And then once you start getting good at it, you might be able to build up the confidence to freestyle in front of others. And that brings me on to the actual way I practiced freestyling, how long I practiced for, the methods that I used to practice and the methods that really helped me out. What I would suggest you start with, if you're just starting out with freestyling practice, to start with just simply 5 minutes a day, 5 times a week. And then once this gets comfortable, which it will pretty quick, bump this up to about 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, because I found that 90 minutes of freestyling each week is all you need to get your brain used to freestyling and able to actually get good at freestyling and master the art of freestyling. You can freestyle more if you want, but if you have no time and you want to get good quick, 90 minutes each week was what worked for me. It helped me out and it will help you out. And as I mentioned before, getting into freestyling, the thing that I struggled with the most was the fact that there is no structure to freestyling. It's freestyling, it's like dancing, it's free flowing. You just do what comes, right? You go with creativity. So that's what I struggled with the most, like I said earlier. And what helped me break this barrier was actually using a method to begin with. And the method was to pick 3 topics, 3 of the most common topics that I tend to talk about when I'm freestyling and freestyle about them, right? 2 of the main topics that I used was schooling MCs and also life's experiences and my inner feelings about those experiences, my inner experiences. But you can freestyle about any 3 topics that you want. You can freestyle about being a stoner, you can freestyle about whatever is in your surroundings, you can try storytelling or freestyling about what's happened to you in the past, whatever it is, right? And how you determine what your 3 most common topics are is put on a beat and freestyle, or do this for about two sessions of freestyling, and whatever seems to come out of you when you just go and just freestyle, that's probably what, you know, your brain's most commonly thinking about, what you know most about, and pick that as your topic, or alternatively pick something that you care about and that you think you can actually talk about and freestyle about for a long period of time without running out of ideas. And then the second method I use actually got from a video, and the method was to actually say the opposite of the previous line. So let's say you was freestyle and you said, I'm flying like an eagle, right? What's the opposite of flying? Something like crawling. You could think of a worm or a snake, a creature that's very bound to the ground. So you could say, I'm flying like an eagle, you're crawling like a worm, sort of thing. And any boy you get stuck on, just think of the opposite of whatever it is that you just said and say that, and that should help you carry on and keep freestyling for a lot longer. So these are the first two methods that I started with to actually get some time under my belt while freestyling. Okay, now at this point of the video, I just want to play a quick clip of what I sounded like before I implemented all the tips that I've talked about in this video, and I was starting out, what I sounded like just freestyling straight off the dome. So let me play that now.
And I might, everybody knows I will leave you in a mess, and I might, that's why you should get off the mic, go back home and sit on your chair. Everybody knows that it's not fair, my bars are going like here. Come against me, get thrown over there. It's not fair, it's not fair. Come against me, get thrown over there, cause you don't make sense like a Muslim Jew. You can get popped, forget come through. Man gonna come through quick and slew. And the MC, cause they're like poo. Everybody knows that the bars are shit. Jump on the mic and I harm them quick. Everybody knows that I'm like Tarzan, bitch, cause I'm swinging, always swinging. Everybody knows that I'm always flinging. Jump on the mic, I'm not singing. Jump on the mic, I'm straight up spitting. That fire, like I'm a dragon. That fire, like a...
Okay, now this is how I sound like now after implementing everything that I've told you in this video, all the tips, and after all the practice that I've done freestyling off the dome. This is what I sound like now with the added progress.
Yo, I jump on a beat when I'm in rage, cause I feel like a demon cage. I need to release this rage, so I pick up the pen and I write some bars. Pick up the pen and I write them hard. What you write is soft, you man are lost. You should go off and get a day job. I'm gonna come through quick and I spray lots, cause I can never stop. Trust me fam, no I can never flop. This is my thing and I'm on top. This is not your thing, you're at the bottom. Your bars are rotten, you get forgotten in about 2 years time. Everybody knows I'll make you shed tears, guys. Cause this right here is straight off the dome. This is right here is a bio freestyle, yo. Let me freestyle, yo, for a wee while, yo. Cause I love this thing, man. Gonna come through quick and diss any MC. Yeah, man, I straight diss him. Everybody knows that, man, I straight bin him. Everybody knows that, man, I straight chin him. Man, I straight hit him. Man, I straight split him. Everybody knows that, man, I straight chicken. That's why they can't test the MC like I. Everybody knows that I be that guy. I'll do this to the D-I-E. You don't wanna be like me, cause it's hard being like me. Man, gonna come through quick and it'll be like Lee. That if you test, you get best. You get schooled in a second. Hit with a school, then with a weapon. I'm gonna come through quick and wreck 'em.
Okay, from those two clips, hopefully you can hear the difference. You can hear the progress, see the progress from not implementing these tips and just starting out to how I've improved freestyling straight off the dome with these tips, with everything that I've talked about in this video, because there's definitely a big improvement there, and if you do these things you will see the same kind of improvement. And just to sum up the video, with freestyling, it's all about practice. It's all about keeping going. Don't give up at the beginning. If it's not your strength, if it's something that you're not good at, just keep going, right? Put on a beat for 30 minutes and keep going, keep freestyling. You're gonna come up with a lot of shit, with a lot of rubbish, a lot of stuff you don't like, right? A lot of mishaps, a lot of mistakes, but you're in the comfort of your own home, you're alone, right? No one's listening, so just keep practicing, keep freestyling. Alright, put on that beat for 30 minutes and keep going, keep going. You see over time you get better, it will just click, it will just become natural, right? If you need to use all the techniques I've given in this video, and I hope those techniques help, and they will help if you apply them properly. So do all that and just keep going, don't give up with this, keep freestyling, right? And with all that being said, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it of value. And if you're subscribed to the channel, thank you very much for that. That's much appreciated. And I want to say, if you're not subscribed, then subscribe, because there's more videos like this helping you become a better MC. And I'll see you in the next video.